One of the first things we want to do with arithmetic is clean it up so that it's easier to read. If we encounter things like this, 2 plus negative 3, it's just easier to write this as 2 minus 3. If we encounter 2 minus negative 3, this would be the same thing as 2 plus 3. Right? If you subtract a negative, it's the same as adding the positive. Okay. Likewise, with the division symbol, if you have 2 divided by 3, it's best to write this as a fraction, with 2 in the numerator and 3 in the denominator. Now, if you have an expression like this, 2 times 3 divided by 5, the divided by 5 is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal 1/5. So the 2 times 3 is in the numerator and 5 is in the denominator. It doesn't matter which order that comes in either. If this is 2 divided by 3 times 5 like this, it's the divided by 3 that becomes a 3 in the denominator. The remainder, 2 times 5, is still in the numerator. Also, expressions in parentheses act as a single object. That is, if you have 2 plus, say, negative 3 times 5 plus 7, we could write that as 2 minus 3 times 5 plus 7. And the same thing here, 2 minus negative 3, 5 plus 7, is the same thing as 2 plus 3 times 5 plus 7. And with division symbols, if you have 2 divided by 3 plus 5, let's say, here this 3 plus 5 is acting as a single object, so the 2 is in the numerator, and the 3 plus 5 is in the denominator. This also works this way. If you have 2 plus 3 divided by 5, here the 2 plus 3 is in the numerator, and the 5 is in the denominator. If you have 2 times 3 divided by, let's say, 5 plus 7, like this, the 2 times 3 would be in the numerator, and then divided by 5 plus 7, that 5 plus 7 acts as a single object. So a few more examples. 2 times 3 plus 5 divided by 7. That divided by 7 means the 7 is in the denominator, and the 2 times 3 plus 5 is in the numerator. I could do this as well. 2 divided by 3 times 5 plus 7. Here that divided by 3 means the 3 is in the denominator, and 2 times 5 plus 7 is in the numerator. And lastly, 2 divided by 3 plus 5 times 7. That divided by 3 plus 5 means the 3 plus 5 is in the denominator, and the 2 times the 7 is in the numerator.